myself. My name is Filenko. I was born in Ukraine.
Okay.
Educated in the States, in Canada, and my specialty, my role is an educator in music education, musicology. I'm also a concert pianist, organist, and ethnomusicologist. Ethnomusicology is a discipline of the world music, and ethnic cultures, music and folklore. I came here to share my knowledge about Ukraine. And because at some point I was very interested in African music, and I taught about African music and culture at the University of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and also in Kyiv University. But now it's time for me to share knowledge about Ukraine, because Ukraine, as you know, under tremendous stress because of the war with Russia, and Russia is trying to destroy a national culture. So this is why I just want to show first and foremost culture of Ukraine through music, art, dance, collaboration with local performance. And like for example, I will have a masterclass and lecture at Kenyatta University on 18th, on Wednesday, 18th.
Uh-huh.
It will be at 10 o'clock. I will have a concert in Kenya National Theatre the same day, 6 o'clock. All these events free. Next day, on the 19th, I will have concert and creative garage. It will be a discussion and exchange with young people, with young audience.
Mr. Taras, I've seen your work as range, because I know you are an internationally acclaimed Ukrainian pianist. Could you kindly tell our dear listener why did you birth that dream? And two, because I've seen you'll be from date 16 to 19 February, you'll be touring. I've seen even the Kenya National Theatre. Nairobi audiences will have the unique opportunity to engage with Ukrainian musical heritage. Kindly tell us why Ukrainian music, and why the pianist? Why did that dream come from?
First of all, I have to tell you that, as I said yesterday and today on the radio station, on the TV station, reason is suppression of expression.
Okay.
My culture, my country experienced this tremendous strength. This is why I came here. I'm coming to share knowledge of Ukrainian culture through piano, through organ, through choral, through dance. Because at my concerts will be also jazz musicians who is going to play with me. It will be also contemporary dancers. It will be local singers. It will be violin players. So it will be a lot of range of cultural experience for everybody who would come. I travel all over the world right now. I just came from Uganda yesterday, and before it was Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, India, United States, Armenia, Georgia, and many other countries. But I think that Kenya is a kind of pearl of the African continent, not only in terms of beauty of the land, but of education, cultural experience, and to some extent we share the same legacy of colonialism. Right. Even though it was in the past, but very, very often it's still lurking around us in the present day.
Now, kindly, would you tell us, is there any opportunity for local Kenyan musicians maybe to collaborate or jam with you, Mr. Dr. Filenko, during your visit here in Kenya?
Exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I will be very happy to talk to them at my masterclass here. I will have a concert and event at Kenya Conservatory of Music on the 17th at 2 o'clock. I will have event on the Village Market at 5 o'clock. It will be concert featuring works of Ukrainian composers, and young musicians from Kenya can come and we can talk about the future collaboration. Also, as I said, on 18th it will be in St. Austin's parish. I'm going to play organ. I'm also organist. It will be 6:30. on 19th,
Right.
Thursday. And before that, I will have St. Mary's School at 2 o'clock and Creative Garage at 11 o'clock. So anytime, if you would like, I'm going to leave a poster of my planning events at your radio station, and you can announce at your convenience that people can come. Again, all my events everywhere in the world for free.
As we write up, Dr. Filenko, you'll be having a performance at the Kenya National Theatre on 18th February at 6. So which specific Kenyan artists or groups are performing? And for the members of the public, you have mentioned that the tickets will be free.
Right. It will be free event. I intentionally doing this. It will be free event. It will be music of Ukraine. At the same time, it will be Kenyan modern dancer. It will be Kenyan violin player. He's going to play violin. It will be Kenyan singer and jazz musician, jazz pianist, wonderful pianist who happened to be ambassador of Germany to Kenya.
Now,
and we're going to play together.
Okay, now tell us, what's your picture as you do this? What's your vision? Maybe where do you see yourself? Maybe in the next, let's talk 2 years, 1 year, because you're doing a noble work. What is it in for you?
My aim, my goal is to share my music, my culture with you. My goal is to create a collaboration for future references, for future endeavors, for future concerts, like I did in many other countries in Asia. That they start to play Ukrainian music, to stage Ukrainian operas in India, or to create projects that connected Ukraine and other cultures. So this is my main goal, to enhance interest, to spark interest in this absolutely fantastic culture that's been suppressed for so many generations and centuries by Russians. And now they're trying to destroy this. So this is why I just want to show the beauty, the depth, and the elegance of Ukrainian culture that can be very much blended with Kenyan too. Because to some extent, even though we kind of far apart physically, but spiritually and culturally we are not. We are not. And you will be surprised when you attend my concerts. Because I'm not only playing music, I also put on the screen some visual elements, visual art. Either it's a painting or a pattern of embroidery or some pattern of the weaving that connecting to. Actually, I got today from a friend in Kenya some patterns that very much looks like Kenyan and Ukrainian for embroidery shorts.
So you're blending cultures now. Every noble work, almost every noble work, has its shares of pros, the cons, and the challenges. And maybe you can tell us, have you faced any challenges in these journey of yours, because you have been traveling different countries? Any challenges that you've faced as you try to share the heritage of your people and the music at large?
First of all, the challenge is my country at war. And because of this, a lot of artists can't go anywhere. They got kind of stuck.
Very sad.
Because Russian bombing every day, and people in Ukraine, they don't have electricity, water, or power. So to move out of Ukraine is a big challenge. So this is why I'm taking this role to jump all over the world, to do as much as I can. Because, as I said once today, I am planting the seeds of interest and knowledge. I don't know if the seeds would develop or not. It will be rain. It will be scorching sun. We don't know. But this is my mission as an educator and as a person who very much rooted and belonged to Ukrainian culture, but the culture of the world. I think that we have to know about each other. Now, and this kind of bridge that I'm trying to build.
Now, are you working alone? Do you have people you're collaborating with? And are you maybe nurturing other people who will take after the noble work you're doing after? Maybe you see there's a time when they say that a good dancer knows when to exit the stage. When you do exit the stage, does your work continue?
Absolutely. And to answer to your previous question, my help now, most and foremost, from good people, from embassies of Ukraine. They're doing a lot of job for me. And they're intelligent intellectuals, young people, specifically in every country, who is doing this on their own will. For me, the most challenge, practical, unfortunately, it's sometimes my concert being cancelled.
Why?
Because of the Russian propaganda and Russian influence.
So it's so great that the Russian feel threatened. Are you suggesting that they feel threatened by your work, or the differences between your countries are affecting your work?
You know what? It's not only war for land
Okay.
or for resources. It's a war for mind, for philosophy.
All right.
And they developed extremely sophisticated tools for disinformation. And not only about Ukraine,
Okay.
but beyond. And this is a war we just move beyond the kind of physical kind of extermination. It's a much more complex war. I would call it multi-integrated war. And this is why I'm fighting with disinformation and promotion of culture that being suppressed. And because of this, my sixth concert in Madagascar been cancelled because of the Russian influence, and my concert in India been jeopardized by them. And I rarely say about this, but since you asked me these questions,
Okay.
I'm telling the truth. So this is my main obstacles, because everywhere in the world,
All right.
people support Ukraine.
Oh.
Everywhere, everywhere. But propaganda and misinformation, unfortunately, take place because if the country don't have resources, whose voice can be heard? Yours or them?
Before I answer that, it is true that, of course, the propaganda that are being used to silence your work. Now, kindly, would you tell us what message is maybe in your songs? Because if you have the voice, you have the platforms, what tool, how do you use your music, or rather, because you can use it to change, what message or messages are featured in your songs maybe and your work?
The message is to open the mind,
All right.
to be curious, to be courageous, and to be smart, to pick up information that is right. So this is why look at the primary source, not about Ukraine, but in general, look at the primary source. And for now, about Ukraine, I am your primary source. I am telling you about my culture, my history, because I'm the carrier of this.
All right.
And as a historian, I know that it's very easy to write about history that to present it.
Dear listener, that has been Taras Filenko, and in 2 minutes we can hear what his parting shot, his message to you, dear listener, and of course he will tell us how you get to watch his performances and can support maybe his work. And of course, we live in a world of the digital world where you can get him and maybe see his great work as an ambassador for an acclaimed Ukrainian pianist and musicologist. Maybe tell us something.
First of all, I think that young people have to be